What up, Bucs fans? This is Michael Plus, the Real Bucs Talk. Back today to talk about the Buccaneers passing game and some of the inconsistencies that we're finding there. We're going to go over some, third downs as well. And just there's some little things that can be cleaned up and it could lead to bigger results and a better passing performance from Tom Brady and company. Now, some of it is just miscues, whether it's drops or, offensive line inconsistent with their blocking. But some of it is Tom Brady and some of it we're going to dive into as far as just missed opportunities and what to look for. Yesterday, we went over the Buccaneers running game. As you see there on the screen, it wasn't very good. So, a lot to improve both in the passing game and in the running game. So, those two things have to get cleaned up. We talk about play calling, all that stuff goes into it. But really, it comes down to some of it combination of play calling, but also execution and guys being better than they have been so far. As you look at the numbers there, 36 of 58. That's a lot of passing attempts, not very good efficiency either. 280 yards, one touchdown. So, still a lot of things to be cleaned up for this team offensively, especially if they want to go where and they want to go as far as, going back to the Super Bowl. Obviously, that's the goal. But got a lot of work to do. But with that said, guys, let's dive into the film and we'll take a look at it. All right, guys, here we go. This is one of our third downs. I believe this is maybe the first third down that we had. It was obviously a third and long situation. You see Mike Evans here lined up in the slot, and this is really just a great throw by Tom Brady, even though Mike is going to take a little bit of punishment here. But when you break it down, you look at it again, great job of fitting that ball in there for the first down. Again, a great catch. We'll slow it down here a little bit. Um, but you see Mike obviously working the middle of the field. He's got space there. So again, attacking that space, and he's going to fit this ball in a tight window. Four guys around Mike Evans, and makes the catch, takes a hit, obviously, which you don't want to see. But again, it was the right read looking on the play. Everyone else was pretty much covered. So again, going to your best playmakers on third down, that's smart. We just have to find ways to avoid these third down situations with better first and second down. But let's continue as we let it run. Now, here is a good play. Now, I think this was actually on a second down and long because of a penalty, a holding penalty. I think it was like second and 15. But you're going to see Julio Jones do a good job of setting this route. He's going to kind of run it out and then he's going to cut it back in with a good route and good separation. And again, good timing by Tom Brady. Puts the ball right on the 6. And again, it's a nice gain and a first down. So, really good job. And then here, I think this was another third and long as well later in the drive. Mike Evans at the top of the screen is just going to run a little drag over the middle um, and a pretty much a deep in route. But again, it's well set up. Good concepts here on the bottom of your screen. You got Julio Jones running a deep post, Godwin coming out, Otten coming up the backside there. Isolate Mike Evans here, and he's just going to find this open space in the middle of the field. Again, good timing, good throw, and a big completion. So good stuff there for a first down. And then here, this is what I'm talking about potentially missed opportunities from Tom. I think Tom just needs to realize that he's got to trust his quarter or his offensive line a little bit more instead of making these close, dangerous throws, even though it's completed. You'll see it here again. You have Mike Evans potentially here again, all this space to throw the ball in the middle of the field, and he just doesn't see it. Again, he was so quick with his read. And again, it's predetermined read, so he's just getting that ball out as fast as possible. And again, it's a dangerous throw because even though Kate Otten catches it, it could have been disaster and maybe a pick six if not accurately thrown. But you see Mike Evans here, middle of the field. I mean, he's got time. You like to see him wait a little bit more for this to open up, and you can throw the ball to Mike Evans here over the middle for maybe even more yards potentially after the catch. So those are just some things you got to look for. And then here, same thing. Now this is a protection breakdown, and again, he was going to have Mike open once again over the middle of the field. But you see, Rams ran a stunt and protection broke down because of it. So he didn't have time to sit and deliver this ball to space. Again, it just wasn't going to, didn't have time. And by the time Mike is running open, you see all this space he could have thrown the ball to, again, potentially for a huge gain. But it just seems like that is the Bucs case of issues right now. Either they're not getting the protection that they need up front. Tom's not holding long enough when he does have protection, and they're missing big plays because of it. And that's why you're seeing the yards per pass not as high as it needs to be. And then on other plays, it's just poor execution by other players, and they don't know where to be. I mean, you see Julio Jones not not knowing his assignment, going backwards, and looks like they're trying to set up some type of screen, and nothing is working there. And then similar thing here. Now, this was, I think, the first play action call by the Bucs here. Again, good play action fake. But again, Tom, he has time. It's just he's not letting this play develop a little bit, longer. He's just looking for the quick option to Lenny Fournette. But you see the two guys in the middle of the field, he's got options. Kyle Rudolph coming. But again, he's just predetermined to throw this ball to Leonard Fournette instead of moving his feet and reading the backside middle of the field where it's open. And it was open pretty much this whole game. And they started going to the middle of the field later on. But I mean, again, you have options here. But also, I mean, Leonard Fournette needs to make this catch and make things happen, but he does not. And again, incomplete pass. And then here, again, he's going to have time. This, I think, was a third down as well. Again, a third down and long. He's got time. He just gets off the read too quick. And as you see, Julio Jones going to be open, middle of field. You can pull that trigger. I know he's afraid of 53 here, but there's opportunity there to throw it and get it in the middle of the field. He decides to dump it off to Keyshawn Vaughn, who should catch the ball, but again, poor execution. And then here, this was actually a nice decision, a good read, one read, understanding Mike's got single coverage here over the top. And again, there's opportunity for a bigger play. Tom kind of underthrows this, but there's room there to, get even a bigger play if he leads Mike just a little bit more as he's got to step on him. But again, they get the flag, they get the pass interference. So moving the chains there. Let's continue. And then again, talking about middle of the field options, Kate Otten, who had a great game, obviously scored the game winner. Uh, but you look at it here again, he's got time, plenty of time to hold this football, read it. I mean, you have options here at the top of the screen. Yeah, obviously he's looking at Leonard Fournette. Um, but you got Kate Otten here for even a bigger gain over the middle. I mean, it's right there. You have plenty of time in this pocket. So Tom's got to be a little more aggressive and understanding and get back to reading how he's usually read defenses most of his career. It seems like a little guy, gun shy for sure. But anyway, that's the film, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to hit the like button, comment down below what you think, and let us know, what do you think of this offense? How can they improve? And with that said, until the next one.